On a little Eastern Conference side of the bracket, coast to coast, or just one coast up and down. The lore of Indiana and Milwaukee, it continues. We had Ballgate, 4-point play game winners, a rematch of last year's first round, and who can forget the in-season tournament? Tyrese hit the Dame Selly. With Dame's return imminent, UD, what's your prediction on this series? I'm
always going with the team with a chip on their shoulder. Last year, Milwaukee didn't get it done. They get Dame back. That's encouraging, so I'm going with the Milwaukee Bucks on this one.
The Indiana Pacers, though, they are, what did we say about the Heat that one year? Dangerously looming, maybe even one step above all of that. Let's go to Paolo Banchero and the Magic here. They have a tall task against Jason Tatum and the defending champs. Since Paolo entered the league, though, the Magic, they're 6-4 against the Celtics, the second best record by any team, trailing only the Thunder. Brian, you giving Orlando a puncher's chance?
A chance to win the series? No. But they will come in, as you mentioned, with some confidence, and confidence is important for an underdog. They also were pretty good last year in the playoffs. They were up and down in that series with the Cavs, but they won 7 games. Their starting lineup just is so inconsistent scoring, it's hard for me to believe they can go up with Boston. But, hey, I will give them an opportunity to take a game. If they win more than that, I'll be impressed.
And tonight, Trae Young and Tyler Hero, they're going to fight for their playoff lives, a chance to take on the Cavaliers here. These two teams, they split the regular season series, the Heat winning both matchups since the trade deadline. Udonis, take us back there. You're in the locker room. What's your message to this Heat team?
I'm looking around. I'm telling those guys, listen, 95% of this league legs go to the rope when they lose 10 in a row. We didn't. We built some grit. We built some character. We've come too far to stop now. Let's continue to go. Let's be the first 10 seed to get into the playoffs.
If that doesn't fire you up, I don't know what will. And see that little red he's wearing? Yeah, we caught that. A little Heat nod today for the Heat legend, Udonis Haslem. Let's take a look at today's electric moment, brought to you by Hyundai. Wednesday night, Anthony Davis dominated the Kings, finished with a play-in career-high 27 points. Davis has won all 4 games in his play-in career, scoring at least 20 points in all 4, tallying exactly 3 blocks in his last 3. And Anthony Davis has only played 10 games with the Mavericks so far because of injuries after the trade, but the early returns show that he impacts winning. Well, duh. Dallas is 7-3 when Davis suits up. They're looking to extend their season, one more win this evening. Now, tonight, Anthony Davis looks to get past a Memphis Grizzlies team that may be less than 100%. We go to Memphis now and say howdy to our reporter, Tim McMahon. The Mavericks, Tim, they were impressive against the Kings. What's their mindset heading into this one?
Howdy, Malika. Listen, Klay Thompson, after that sweet shooting night in Sacramento, exercising those demons, said, we're still alive. We get to go to Memphis. And they believe they're going to get to go to Oklahoma City. They've got their bags packed. They've got their hotels booked. This is a team that, it's been a tumultuous season, obviously, but they're upbeat. They're confident. They're as healthy as they've been for a while. Daniel Gafford was asked, hey, question about about maybe the season ending tonight. He said, I'm not answering that question. We don't plan on losing. So that's the Mavericks mindset.
All right, so on the other side of things, because the Mavericks sound pretty confident, Ja Morant dealing with that sprained ankle. What more can you tell us about his status tonight?
Well, he is dealing with significant soreness. There's still swelling in that. I'm not sure, frankly, there's much of a chance that Ja Morant is not or will miss this game. I mean, listen, if this is March, he's not playing tonight, but this isn't March. It's the NBA's equivalent of March Madness. It's win or go home. All signs point to Ja Morant doing everything he can to gut that out, to give it his best shot for the Grizzlies with the season on the line. And I can tell you this, he's at the very top of the Dallas Mavericks defensive game plan.
Tim McMahon, thank you so very much. This is where we say adios, amigo, and howdy back here in studio to our Shams Charania. Shams, can you peel back the curtain just a little bit more? Obviously, this is one of those games that Ja Morant wants to do everything he can to be back out on the floor. But what is his recovery process looking like here?
So in the 24 hours after that ankle sprain against the Warriors, Ja Morant underwent an MRI on Thursday. It revealed no structural damage, but he has a severe ankle sprain, is my understanding. And he underwent an injection as well on Thursday for the swelling and for the pain that's in that ankle. But he is telling people around the Grizzlies he is going to be playing tonight. He's determined to play. Like Tim McMahon just said, doubt he plays if this is a regular season game. This is a single elimination game for the Grizzlies. The team will evaluate him pre-game tonight, so I think around 40, 60 minutes of the clock, we will know definitively whether Ja Morant will play. But this is someone underwent an MRI, severe ankle sprain. He's got significant swelling. He also had an injection on Thursday as well.
An hour before, we're going to know if he's going to give it a go. Before we move to big picture, real quick here, Brian, how much does that concern you for Memphis's chances?
Severely, because I don't doubt he's going to play, but how he can play is real question. You know, he had 18 points when he sprained his ankle. He played down the stretch of the playing game in San Francisco the other night, but he was not effective. He had 2 baskets. They may have to take a look and see what it looks like out there early on. Single elimination situation. If he doesn't have it, yank him. On the other hand, if he's able to gut it out, it could be a big moment for him. We'll see. I
mean, they've played well without him in the past, and this is a situation where you got pesty guys, Najee Marshall, Caleb Martin. You have all these guys that's going to really get up in them and force them to go one way or another and do different things out there tonight. So you have to see early, but I look at Dallas, and I like what Dallas is doing right now. I like the situation they're in. Nico needs this win, and this can help. Winning cures everything. And also they have a chip on their shoulder. And I'm giving the advantage to Jason Kidd. That's where the advantage goes to Jason Kidd and his coaching staff. They've seen everything. They've been through a lot right now, and I think right now they have the advantage over there.
When you're looking at who has more at stake down the stretch of this, obviously the season is on the line for both of these teams, but the Memphis Grizzlies, they were second in the Western Conference even into February and early March here. They fired their head coach. To go from all of that to not even making the playoffs, Brian, that feels like, I don't want to call it a failure, but that's not what this team envisioned.
The back end of this Mavericks season was not defined by the Luka trade. It was defined by the Kyrie Irving injury. Once that happened, really all the expectations for the Mavericks were off the table. Even getting this far, they've done a pretty decent job. The Grizzlies, on the other hand, quite different. The Grizzlies thought this was going to be a complete pivot season when they got Ja Morant back and other guys that were out all of or most of last year. They retrofitted their playing style. They retrofitted their coaching staff. It has not worked out. They were in 4th place, Malika, when they made the coaching change. Now they're in 8th, facing a single elimination play-in game. This is a more important situation, a more important season to save for the Grizzlies than the Mavericks at this point.
I'm calling this the barbecue game. It's Memphis style versus Texas style, and it all goes down tonight on ESPN. Still to come on NBA Today, my exclusive conversation with Luka Doncic. I asked him whether or not he expects to don the purple and gold for the rest of his career. Wait until you hear his response. And Cade Cunningham gearing up for his playoff debut. So we're going to count down the top 5 debuts of all time. Don't miss our playoff list. Plus, UD, what day of the week is it? It's Friday. So that means it's our favorite game of the week. Who said that? The best quotes from around the association. Come guess along with us as NBA Today rolls on.
This isn't just for me. This is for everyone who ever doubted me. And the millions of SoFi members who defy financial doubts every day. Because when you earn more money, save more money, and have a game plan for your finances, there's no stopping your generational ambitions. Celebrate financial independence with the official bank of the NBA. SoFi. Get your